Trader Joe's.
Distracting here.
Nice.
We are live.
Live. We are live, guys.
We are
Welcome,
live.
everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Living Las Vegas, our Tuesday show where we talk about housing and affordable housing. Here's my co-host, Yvonne. How's it going?
Very good.
Who we got
I
here today,
improved my
Ryen?
background today.
Nice background, Yvonne. I'm so proud of you.
Go ahead, Ryen.
Hey guys, so Ryen here with the Agency Tribe Nevada. Excited to be on today. Also excited to bring my girl Lashonda Cosby on.
Hi everyone.
Hello, Lashonda.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
Are you sure you're not 18? Like, are you
I know, right?
18? You look so young. Are you
I'm
even
so
legal on the show?
I'm 40. I'm totally there.
Oh
I'll
my
tell you
gosh.
20. I'll tell you 20 though. But
Well,
okay.
100%. You definitely look like you're in your 20s.
Well, thank you.
But okay, we're just checking.
Right.
Okay. But okay, so I'm excited and I would love to know what is it, we are all three realtors and we talk about housing affordability because that's the main problem that we have. So Lashonda, can you tell us what's your ideal client?
There's different agents that focus on different things. My ideal client is families with children. I love to stress the emphasis on generational wealth.
So I am in your category.
Yeah.
Oh, what are we? Okay, so families with children.
Yeah, and then there's some agents who focus on, more like 55 and up for those who are looking to retire, ready to kind of just settle. Because I grew up in poverty, I like to stress generational wealth and how policies can help build that generational wealth and change the narrative for each family. So that is what I hold dear. So I tend to, go towards that crowd more than anything.
What kind of license do you hold? Let's be clear, because Ryen is a real estate agent, successful real estate agent. Pete is, I would say Pete has a license to party. Plus.
I had some reservations over the weekend, but I used to actually have a life and health insurance license before.
Oh, nice.
Also, you
got
health insurance, but not life.
Nice. Fun fact.
Right. What kind of license do you have?
Life and health.
Life and health. Okay. So, just for us who are not familiar with the industry, do you have to go to school for that? How does that work?
Just like real estate, you have to take a lot of classes and you have to pass the test in Nevada. The only difference is between real estate and health and life insurance is I think you guys have to take a test per state. We just kind of apply and pay a fee. And, there's some tests that we do have to take, like annuities. If you're, looking to, some people I go to my bank, I put money in a CD and I earn, 3.5% or whatever. I think the highest right now is like 4.5. Some will come to New York Life and they'll say, hey, we want to do an annuity for 3 years. And it's at right now, I think it's like 4.7%. So we do have to take additional classes for that. But for the most part, same situation, study, more studying and testing and pass it, and then you're able to be able to offer different products to different people in different states.
It sounds like when somebody sees you help them make a life-changing decision for their family.
Yes. So at the company I'm with, so she said who I'm with. I can't say who I'm with for compliance purposes. They won't allow us, but she said it. But I wore the blue, so you could kind of know.
Ryen, tell us, what is it?
Yes, New York Life. Okay,
Oh,
New York Life.
New York Life is like more ancient than 200 years old, right?
I'm glad you said that because They have been established. They established since 1845. So they've been
So
through the
Wow.
Civil
Long time.
War. They've been around for forever. And they're actually number 69 in the Fortune 500. So that actually makes us larger than McDonald's and Nike, you know? So they've kind of withstood, well, I can say we, because I'm a part of this company
That's
now,
right.
withstood the test of times from, like I said, the Civil War and everything. Like they have been solid. I know a lot of people come in and like, oh, I don't want to do that because companies, they just dissolve over some time and then I lose everything. I can't say that we aren't going anywhere, but I can confidently say they've been around since 1845. Okay, like that's a very long time. But what makes us different is that we're a mutual company. So
Mhm.
now you are a stock owner when you're buying a policy. So most of the time in some companies you get, your death benefit is this, let's just say hypothetically it's 250,000. It may just stay 250,000, but New York Life has been paying dividends for over 119 years. So that death benefit will raise, that cash value will raise if you decide to get that type of policy. So that's what I love about it. I can stand firm and say that I believe in the company, I believe in the products, and I
Mhm.
believe in they call us financial strategists because we're not just here to offer you things and just in case you die, but also to live
Yeah.
a better life, so.
Oh yeah.
okay,
Oh, I love
take
that.
me as your test subject, okay? All right.
Okay,
So I have two children because you said families, right?
right.
So ask away. What are your
Okay.
questions?
Okay, so the first question is, what keeps you up at night, Yvonne, when it
Oh,
comes to
don't ask me
your
that because
family?
it's going
It's
to be a
important.
lot. But
Yeah.
let's just say it's the family, and
Hmm.
that's the right answer at the moment.
You're so funny.
Deals, deals, deals.
Okay, yes, but keep going. Uh-huh.
She's like, honey, I'm up all night.
Yes. And she is. We text in the middle of the night all the time. But yes.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to financial security and financial stability, and if you left tomorrow, if you when you're going to sleep and you're like, My kids, are they okay? My
You
house,
mean you
if
mean
I
if I died and didn't wake up
died,
tomorrow?
yeah, I just say, if something
Right.
happens,
Right.
you died and didn't wake up tomorrow, what do
Mhm.
you have in place to say, I can sleep better tonight knowing that that part of everything in my life for my family and my children are covered?
Should I start crying now?
No.
Probably, because I'm pretty sure you probably don't have everything together.
Right.
Because
Are
we
you
we don't.
prepared?
We
Right?
don't. I just asked Ryan the other day, Ryan, if you die, I mean, she's my friend, so I could be like, hey, if you die tomorrow, you
Yeah.
know, what's going to happen to your house? Oh, it'll
Hmm.
probably, what did you say it'll happen to it?
I mean,
You
so personally, I
know
mean,
what just happened to it.
yeah, I mean, nobody really thinks about that, Lashonda.
So
Yeah.
Right.
that's a
But
good point. Oh, sorry to interrupt
no,
you.
go ahead.
No.
They're
Good.
difficult conversations to have, though.
They are.
You know?
And another part of wanting to have this conversation today is because, as in being real estate professionals, our job is obviously to help our clients secure the right home and negotiate and, make the process smooth and painless. But for a lot of us, personally, we don't want this to be just transactional, right? It's
Correct.
about building wealth. It's about creating stability, leaving a legacy, for your family, and more importantly, protecting the biggest investment that most folks are going to ever invest in. A lot of people know that things like homeowners insurance and PMI and different things, but not many folks know about what you're going to talk about today, which is the mortgage protection to help folks to prepare for their future, and for their families. So yeah, is it really big?
Wow. Okay. It sounds like you got a sales lady right there next to you.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I just carry her in my back pocket. She'll
Right?
tell you when I have events, Ryan, come on, Ryan, and she'll work a room like it's nobody's business.
That's
Oh
it.
yeah,
Oh,
That's
she
she's
is
what we
amazing.
do.
everything.
This is why we love to
Awesome.
have her on the show. 100%.
She's everything. I'm like, it
I
doesn't matter what
appreciate
it
you
is.
guys.
I just invited her to an event a couple weeks ago, and I look up and she's pretty much she knows everybody in the room now. Like her spirit is like so
No, you
amazing,
should
but
see
she's good.
Yvonne work a room. She is this lady right here. She's the
Oh my
goat.
gosh. No, that is why we're in the tribe because
That's right. That's right.
we
Right.
like, how do you say, we elevate,
That's right.
we
Iron
want
sharpens
each
iron.
other to grow. And this is just how it is. And this is why we're actually showing, you know, you would be considered a, small business owner, right?
Yeah.
Basically, because you
Exactly.
kind of work for yourself, correct?
Right, for
Are
sure.
you
Yes.
1099 or a W-2?
It's kind of odd because we work for ourselves, we do our expenses, but one thing about this company is they're actually pretty beautiful because they give you benefits.
Mm.
Ooh.
So you're like,
And
you get a little bit from column A and a
Yeah.
lot
yeah,
from
and a little
column
bit from
B.
column. Yeah,
Best of
yeah,
both worlds.
yeah, yeah. And
Awesome.
they
Yeah.
they're kind of like one of the companies where it's like, okay, you're selling these products, you're out here speaking about this product, so let us at least, like 401k matching and things like that, because they offer those type of things too if you're if you have your license for those. So it's different levels for everything. I'm on the like just started probably like 6 months ago, so I'd be very transparent. So I don't have all my series where I'm able to do certain things in the market. But if you're risky, you can do those things
Mhm.
with the right agent. So
Okay. So
yeah.
walk us through this. Let's say, Ryan just closed, Ryan sells plenty of homes. And let's say, your buyer just closed on a property. Ryan, what is that conversation going to look like when you're calling Lashonda and you're telling your client, hey, I want you to meet my girl. She's going to take care of you. And this is why. What do you say?
Oh, that is a great question. So first, I would love Shauna to talk about about the product, about mortgage protection, and ultimately what it is, right? And the differences between that and what most folks probably think it is, which is like
Right.
PMI
Mortgage.
and
Yeah.
mortgage insurance, right? It's
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
different. I think we should start with a foundational knowledge of what we're talking about today.
Go.
Okay, so I have this, it's just in a nutshell, right?
Yes.
So homeowners protection protects the house, right?
Mhm,
Homeowners insurance protects the house. Mortgage insurance protects you against the loan of the
mhm,
house. Now, term insurance, which is what we call mortgage, we can convert that to a mortgage protection, protects the people inside of the house.
mhm,
That makes sense? Okay,
Hmm.
so when you're doing a mortgage protection through our company, we take a term. It's called a term life insurance policy.
mhm,
So if you
Okay.
have 20 years, if you have 10 years left on your home, we kind of stack it and we say, okay, for the next 20 years you'll pay this much, and then 10 years you'll pay this much, and that will go to the home. In case you pass, that will go directly to paying off your home, so that your children, your spouses, whatever the case may be, they're not dealing with the stress of, oh my God, we don't have a place to live anymore. Because like she said, that is probably the biggest investment that you'll make,
Okay. So
in
the
buying
average
something.
price right now is like 480. Let's just say 500 for easy math.
mhm.
Okay.
What does it look like? Is everybody's premium the same? Or is
No.
it based
Ooh,
on
good
your health?
question.
If you
Mhm.
smoke, if you date other people, if you,
I'm sorry, that was funny. You
I
better
mean,
leave your
I'm just
dating other
curious.
people to yourself. That's all your business. Do what you like,
Yes,
okay?
right.
Your
Each their
blood
own.
So
type, or
it is
you know,
it is
if you go
based off of
party
those things.
like Pete, or jump off a plane. I mean, what does it look like?
Don't,
Insurance.
Right.
yes, I'm gonna
Daredevil.
tell you the truth. You jump off a plane, that rating is, whew, you're very high risk.
But
You're
nobody
very high
knows,
risk.
right?
Yeah,
Lashonda,
because they're
nobody
gonna
knows
be like,
unless you
oh,
post on social media.
Some put it on
yeah,
Instagram and you're good.
yeah, yeah. So, just be mindful when you're answering those questions and when you're posting on social media. I will
Oh,
say this company, no, they're like Detective Gadget, okay? They know more about you than you think. So just be mindful of that, even with any company.
okay. Do you
Yes.
take a medical test?
So it depends. I
Okay,
cannot say yes and I cannot say no. I just did a
possibly.
policy on myself and there was no test.
Oh,
It is all depends. But I kind of was like, I'm gonna run till I get this weight and do so I can answer these questions to make sure I get superb health. So it's just how committed you are to it, right? But a lot of people do not get like the whole life cycle because I can afford it. But the
Mhm,
the the mortgage protection is where the term comes in. Term is very affordable even at a higher age per
yeah.
se.
I
mhm,
heard.
They
I
are
heard
going to
it
go
is.
off of your age. They are
Mm-hmm.
going to go off of, your health. There's some pre-existing, that may get you declined, but then we can look into other options if you have money saved and stuff like that. Like I said, the annuities and other things like that. But yes, Driving record. Don't be out here driving crazy because they're gonna pull up your driving record.
Yeah.
People don't realize what all they pull up. Like they pull up your driving record.
Okay,
So if
so
you got
what you're
50
saying is
wrecks and you caused it, you
uh-huh.
are a hazard to the world and yourself. Make it very clear you're dangerous and you're like one step away from probably killing somebody else and yourself. So they pull your driving record. They're gonna pull that. You're gonna say, hey, who's your doctor? Put your doctor information in. They're gonna check and see what medicines you're on. If you're on diabetes medicines, and they're gonna look for cancers. They're gonna look for all those type of things. It doesn't mean that you're gonna get denied. Okay. I am not the underwriter. It just means that what you may be paying in a premium may be a little higher
Go up.
than the next man. And sometimes it is significantly higher, and then sometimes it's just a couple pennies. But I cannot say that for sure because you have to
Right.
do the application.
Right.
And it is based on your age. But to protect your home is probably the cheapest investment that you will ever have because you'll never put out as much as what you'll get back.
Yeah.
It's
How
in
how
that
low have you seen
instance.
it, Shonda? Like how long have you seen a payment?
I
Just
mean, it's like I said, it's age, it's
well, of
health.
course. I'm just
So
curious.
everybody's not gonna $23, $25,
Mm. Just
$19.
example. Obviously, we
Yeah.
don't know the
That's
Yeah.
background and
really
I don't
low.
know
everything.
your background. It's low. It's
Right.
low. I have a friend who's 47. I think he has about 600K in term, and I want to say it's about $80 a month with good health. And then if you're a smoker, it's gonna go up, but that's everybody's different. I can't say
Right.
that's gonna be your number.
Right. Of course.
That's what they pulled on
Okay,
him. That's
okay.
just an
So
example.
let's
Yeah.
just say a ballpark figure. Say $100, right?
Mhm.
Pete, you just bought your brand new house. Can you pay
Yeah.
$100 to get this term insurance?
Sounds
that
reasonable, but how much would it be?
It
let's say
all depends on
9,000. Let's say
100,000.
it
Okay.
depends. Yeah. I can give you an example of something I did the other day and kind of give you a rough estimate. So somebody had about 265K left on their house in 10 years. And to cover all of that for the next 10 years was about $129.
it's
Mm.
really reasonable.
It is.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's also age. He's
Yeah.
older. That's
Mhm.
health. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're younger, breeze.
Yeah.
It's like I always
Is
encourage
it only
the
for your
younger.
primary residence, or could you get this kind of protection for your
Investments.
investment properties?
Mhm.
Yes, it's more, you can get it. It's a policy on yourself to say, hey, if something happens to me, use this money to pay off this company, this house.
Mm.
Okay, what kind of beneficiaries can you add on?
You could add a trust. You can add your kids. I wouldn't suggest adding little ones, because you have to have a guardian over the ones who are 18. If you feel like your child is mature enough at 18 to leave it to them, by golly, go ahead. I will not. I will not. We do have like different partnerships with like different trust attorneys too. I mean, you can pretty much leave it to whoever. I left it one of mine to the godmother of my child. They will ask you, what does she have to do with the price of tea in China? Like, she's not your immediate family. And I say, oh, she will be taking care of my child if I pass. And then they allowed her to be the beneficiary.
Mm. Okay.
Pete, you're gonna name your turtle as your beneficiary?
You'd be surprised. People do leave their animals as beneficiaries.
Oh man. I bet, huh?
That's crazy.
Pete's
Like,
gonna
okay.
literally leave his legacy to Omnia.
Oh, yeah, right.
I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
Shonda, this is good. So tell us like what are like some like common misconceptions about life insurance and mortgage protection?
Okay, so a lot of people think that life insurance is just for funeral, and we're
Mm.
discovering now that it's not just for funeral expenses, right?
Yeah.
So it's much bigger than that. It's about protection. It's about debt protection. It's about preserving the family's lifestyle.
Yeah.
Other misconception could be that it's too expensive. And we just kind of went over some hypothetical ballpark numbers. It's really not.
Yeah.
And in the reality, many term policies are kind of, very affordable. So it's always
Mhm.
like, I can't afford it. And I'm like, you didn't even try.
Yeah.
So.
What happens to what have you seen like happen to families who don't get this kind of protection? Like what are we leaving on the table?
What are you leaving on the table?
They basically gonna do a GoFundMe. I'll tell you right now.
And a
Right.
barbecue
That's
and a
what you
fish
always
fry.
see, yeah.
Right.
If you're from the South, you know, the fish fry.
Yeah, or
You're
you know what? They're standing in the corner on Charleston and Jones.
Oh, see.
I cannot with you right now.
Am I right?
You are so
Oh
funny.
my gosh! No, I'm not. I've seen it. Have you seen it?
It's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
they hold a thing. It says, family member died.
yeah.
Oh,
It's-
yeah. No, I have. No,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm not
She's
making
like,
it
no,
up.
it's true. I'm not
It's
making
true.
this up.
Yeah.
What
Mhm.
you're leaving on the table is a lot of stress. You're
Yeah.
leaving, a lot of concern. You're leaving the unknown. Where are we going to
Yes.
live? What are we going to do? How are we going to
Yeah.
survive? I literally just was fussing at my mom the other day, like, hey, what's going on? You have nothing. And this is where I kind of learned, because my whole family were raising money and fish fries. And I'm like, I'm not going to stand over another pot of grease and fry no fish
Yeah.
when Uncle such and
Next
such
time you
died.
have
Like,
a
I'm
fish
not
fry,
doing
you
it
better
anymore.
invite me, just so you know.
Right.
Well, they
Me
only
too,
have
for
it
that
when
matter.
somebody died because their butt wasn't protected. And I'm like, can we find another reason to get together to have a fish fry? Because this is
Yeah.
whack. Like, so you're leaving all of those unknowns and those worries on the table. That's what you're leaving.
Like
And
that.
you're leaving the fact that, like, your job when you were here was to protect your family. So why not protect them when you're gone? There's
Yeah.
nobody who can do it better than you. So why aren't you doing it even in death,
Yeah.
So
That's good. Yep.
So you
Yeah.
can only use that if you die? I mean, your family
for
can
term,
claim the access if you die, or how does that work?
yes,
For
for
term.
term. Now there is whole life,
Mhm.
you know, and whole life is where you can build that cash value and you can pull from it, and you could say, you know what, Sally's going to go to school on this in 17 years if it's accumulated enough value. You say, you know what, I need to get some work done on my house and I'm going to pull my cash value. Now, when you start talking about whole life, it is going to be more expensive, but
Yeah.
in the long run, that's where, you really get to say, oh, let's have this conversation about generational wealth.
Yeah.
I have this policy. My daughter's going to go to school off of it, or I'm going to provide for her wedding for it. And then I have another policy that's just going to sit there, and it's just going to sit there. And when it gets to a certain number, I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to put it in the market.
Okay,
But then
and
there's still death.
everybody
There's
say
still
hi
death
to
value.
Hot Mess Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Hey.
Jay.
Jay, you
just.
have any questions? Go ahead.
I was gonna
Right.
say, Jay just saved the day. You got. I got to tell you this real quick. Jay
What
saved.
happened?
So I don't know where I came home yesterday. Totally off topic, but I have to share this story.
Yeah.
Came home, came upstairs, and there was glass spilling all out of my doorway, out of my primary bedroom, all over the floor. And so I turned and found out that I had a glass fireplace mounted on to my wall, and it busted and shattered into a million pieces. And I'm talking about, it was a horror show. Out of nowhere. There was no one home. Nothing happened. It wasn't hot. It's just crazy. Anyways, I called Jay. Jay came with the quickness. He came this morning. He cleaned it up. It looks amazing. It looks better than it did before the glass broke, honestly. That little corner. But shout out to Jay. Hi, Miss Jay. If you guys have any messes, you know who to call. He shows up and he gets the job done. Okay. Right there.
That was this morning. So
it happened last night. I didn't want to. He was saying he would come over last night. I'm like, no, it's okay. We can wait till the morning. And I felt bad. He was here first thing and knocked it out. Yeah. So shout out. You have any messages? You have junk? You need help moving some things around and cleaning some things up?
He goes, woohoo! Thank you, Ryan.
Yes. Hot Miss Jay.
So actually, yesterday, here's another shout out for Jay. Yesterday, I called. So my client is going through a VA assumption, and it takes forever. But my guy is a firefighter, and he lives in California. Comes to work here in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So he has like a ladder in there. He has shelves, and he has stuff everywhere in the house, right? And also in the yard, because, like you're like, I'm not going to live there. So, we just deal with it when we get to it. Right. We're in the last week of escrow. And I was like, oh my God, you got to move your truck. You got to get your house emptied. And I literally called Jay.
That's right.
And messaged him. And it was crazy. He's like, I'm 12 minutes away.
That sounds like him.
Right. So then he was like, oh, one of the, it's a lot of stuff. It's like half a load. and the cost is going to be like $550. But he was so kind. I told him, like, my firefighter really is like, he's been paying the mortgage for a while, you know what I mean, and not living in there, having 2 mortgages. He gave him a big discount. Yeah,
nice.
And and definitely, like, when I have vehicles that are stuck and I can't move them, basically, long story short, if you need a vendor, just call Hot Mess J first. End of story. Because he can get rid of vehicles, like, take things to the dump. I mean, he's 100% amazing, and he can show up at Ryan's house and clean her house. What?
Not the whole house, but like a massive amount of glass. And he took the fireplace off the wall for me and everything. Like, shout out. I can't say thank you enough.
Above beyond.
Yeah.
Pink Hulk, like, so strong.
No, for real. For real. Sorry, guys, we got a little off topic, but we just had to do a little shout out real quick.
Right.
But yes. But yeah, so this is good stuff, Shonda. Thank you so much for just like running through like all the things. And honestly, I have a question. So Yvonne, Pete, if you guys have clients, well, you guys you have a lot of clients.
We have clients for sure.
We have clients. So then it becomes, don't be afraid to connect Shonda or offer the opportunity to protect the biggest asset that they have, right? That's what I'm going to do. I want to make it a part of the either buyer consultation or like a closing consultation, because a lot of us, agents, we don't just sell a home and disappear. Like, you're stuck with us like for the rest of your lives, right? You need a vendor, call me. Even after we close, you need a vendor, call me. You need a restaurant recommendation, call me. And so now, like, if you need protection, if you need additional protection for your home, call me, right? So I think that'll be a good little addition, I think, to a closing consultation that we have with our clients.
Yeah, definitely. Good stuff.
You have any other questions? Sean, do you got any more gems to drop real quick?
Please stop. You're so goofy. I guess ultimately, like I said, it's about protecting your family, and it's about leaving that legacy. So financially legacy, it means, leaving your family in a stronger position for stability and not struggling. And a lot of times, like you said, we don't think about these things. We're just trying to figure out how we're going to pay groceries and this and the third. But ultimately, if something happened to us, we just started this life in this home. What are going to happen? What's going to happen to my kids? What's going to happen to my spouse? So just giving that generation a better starting point and understanding that life insurance is not about, preparing for death. It's about protecting the people you love the most when life changes unexpectedly. So just remembering that, and the goal is to make sure that your family can continue living, healing and moving forward with stability and dignity in your absence.
Woo,
that was a sound bite.
Drops mic, and that's it.
You're so funny.
Awesome. That's it. So, I appreciate you. Thank you for spending some time with us, Shonda. I appreciate you.
Of course.
Well, can you tell us what is your phone number?
Yeah.
Like, how do we contact you? Like, for our audience?
Yeah. Okay, so I have a direct cell phone. Please text me first, because I get a gazillion spam calls a day. That AT&T leak just did everything to me. So just say, hey, calling for life insurance, and I will call you back immediately. But my cell phone is 336-837-9777, and you can also email me at L like Linda, Cosby like Bill, so LCOSBY01 @ FT like FaceTime. I know it's so long. NewYorkLife.com. So LCosby01 @ ft.newyorklife.com.
That's right.
Are you related to the Cosbys?
I get that asked all the time. He is my great uncle, but we're not going to go there, Yvonne. We're not going to go there today. There's a 50-50. You either love or hate him. So we're just going to say, love me.
Wasn't he the one dating some young?
Love me for me.
That's right.
Never mind.
You know who you're talking to.
That was the gossip that I saw on TV.
He was the doctor. Okay, so if we're going to be on a more positive note, he actually set the path to show that the minority, okay, can actually be doctors and actually strive and be successful families in America. That's what I'm going to say.
Drop the second mic.
Drop
You
the
guys.
mic. Stability, full family, mother, father, children, everything, not broken homes. And I'm pretty sure he had life insurance. So, you know,
There you go.
it was well off. But yeah, it's if you want to reach out, we'll go to coffee, my treat, or whatever. Even if you just want to learn more, it's never a sell, it's knowledge. And I feel like with more knowledge, you make better decisions in moving forward. So even if it's not something you're ready for today, you're like, I just need to learn more. I want to know more. Then we're going to sit down and I'm going to teach you what I know. And then you can make an educated decision later on if it's something that you want to do, you know?
Beautiful.
It's awesome.
Good.
That is really good
Thank you.
advice. Thank you for coming on our show.
No, thank
You're
you.
more than welcome to come anytime you want.
You guys were so much fun. I was like trying to keep my composure and not laugh too hard because I'm like, this is so funny.
We
I
welcome
love
the
it.
laughter
Yeah,
and the cackling.
this right here. I
No,
talked to
but
her last
Shonda,
night. This
you
girl is
gotta
funny.
give us at least 2 businesses. We love to empower our business owners. So if you think
Okay.
of 2 businesses for us, coming onto the show, we would love that. And we'll make
I
sure that
will actually
Ryan
have
shares the
2
full
in mind. I kind of align with like mind, like body. So I have a vital company that does like hydration drips for life. You know, I kind of combine with like what I do to teach. We do like different things and seminars on like life, and living longer, but knowing that you gotta go. So let's live longer through this and prepare for life after type situation. So I have a couple that I'll send over to Ryan to send to you. I think you'll love them. They're just as energetic and outgoing, and they love what they do, and they know what they're talking about.
Oh, this is Ryan for sure right here.
Let's go.
So
Let's go.
I'm
Good.
excited. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you, Shonda.
I see you on the team meeting.
I'm just trying to figure out why Pete left life insurance and health insurance and went to real estate.
I had my license 2008 to 2010. I was a captive agent at Anthem Blue Cross. I was honestly, I think I was just kind of immature. I was partying back then for it, and I wish I kept going because everyone's just sitting back and getting residuals now. There's 2 ladies that were in our office. Yeah. People just call them up for Medicare Plan Part D or
You're
some
so
annuity.
funny. Yeah, those residuals do exist,
Yeah.
I don't know if that exists in the real estate thing, but
Yes,
yeah.
they do.
But oh, you do? Oh,
The
nice. Okay.
EXPs, revenue share. Yeah.
Revenue share. Well, I know you guys probably have somebody else to bring on. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. Mwah, much love. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Good stuff.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think I have life insurance, but I'm just not 100% like knowing what I have.
I have a whole life plan. My cousin Curtis in Hawaii set it up.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, your cousin in Hawaii can write a policy out in Vegas?
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay.
It's in a lot of states.
Wow.
I think with Geico, I forgot what company it was. But yeah.
Oh, okay. So I wanted to talk about, affordability because this show is basically about affordability. So I wanted to give us the rates,
The new home rates?
Correct, the new home rates. So let's see if we can see what the new home rates are. And if we can't see the rates, but I'm just gonna, I do have a video, and I'm gonna post this, or I can't remember if it's posted, but this
Wow, you can watch it.
If you're shopping for a home in the Las Vegas Valley right now, you're staring at a standard 6 to 6.5 interest rate percent. Stop. You are looking at the wrong market. I have the exact inventory list of every major builder in the valley, and they're aggressively slashing rates to move homes before summer ends. Here is the official May breakdown, ranked from the absolute lowest rate to the highest, but all under 5%. Number 1, LAR Homes has a 7-1 ARM. Conventional loans starting as low as 2.99% for year 1, which steps up to 3.99 for year 2 to 7. Second, LAR also has an FHA VA 5-1 ARM at 3.375. Third, Century Communities is offering a FHA Row at 3.375 with a 4.25 APR. And they're going to give you up to $20,000 in closing costs for selected properties. Number 4, Taylor Morrison has a 7/6 ARM at 3.75%. Number 5, Horton has a 7/6 ARM at 3.875, right next to their amazing 3.99 FHA fixed rate. Yeah, we're in 2026. Number 6, we're going to give you the rates for both Woodside Homes and Richmond American Homes. They are both running at 3.99% fixed. Are you kidding me? Wow. Number 7, Toll Brothers is running a step-up program starting at year 1, 3.99, year 2, 4.99, then stabilizing at 5.99 for year 3. Finally, your traditional, conventional, fixed options across LAR, Taylor Morrison, Horton are capped out from 4.75 to 4.99%. Here's the catch. Every single one of these programs, they require you to close by July 29. You cannot walk into the model home alone. If you want these terms, you don't want to leave thousands of dollars on the table. Pull out your phone right now and call me directly, 702-819-0035 to secure your spot before the allocation sells out. All right, Pete.
Wow.
I just wanted to tell you this because not a lot of people know, you know what I mean, that like the rates are for new home builds are amazing.
Yeah, they are. They just want to go shopping around and they just go look. They may go to they go by next door to me at Beezer and they're not doing the rate incentive, but that's new home standing inventory they're going to give. So it's good.
Beezer at Majestic Point right now, they're having the best incentive. I've never seen it that good. $25,000.
Majestic South?
Yeah, Majestic South, which is basically their starting price is at right now they dropped the price from $420,000 to about around $400,000.
Is Carmela still there?
No, Carmela is in Lake Las Vegas. By the way, look at my map. This is Lake Las Vegas.
You switched the background of that?
Yes.
Sherry told you to switch it to? All right.
Right. So let's talk about an ARM because you heard on my video, that
adjustable rate mortgage.
Right. Toll Brothers is starting at 3.99%. So
can you explain that to me? Like 7-1, that's like 7 years of that good rate. Then after that, you have to refi it, or before that.
You're absolutely right, Pete. So if it's 7-1, it means that basically it is 7 years of that rate. And then after the 7th year, your rate will become whatever the prime is. So, but they usually have a cap. So it could be, at, let's say you were at first year is 2.99, then second year is 3.99, and then third year is 4.99. Like Lenar's is like 5.99 on the 5th year, and then it go from 5.99 all the way to year 30. So it just depends. Because the thing is, the builders are buying down the rates to make it affordable for buyers to qualify. But they don't qualify on the bottom rate. They qualify on the highest rate. So if their highest rate is 5.99, they qualify on 5.99, but their first year's payment is based on 1.99. That makes sense?
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So an ARM for me is not the best rate, but I like
very competitive.
I like fixed rates, and everybody will tell you. Today, one of my my hockey families called and was like, Yvonne, I think I'm interested in that property at DR Horton, brand new single story, 3-car garage, like gorgeous floor plan. And they even have a 4-car garage, Pete.
Wow.
And the rate, well, so I'm asking the DR Horton rep, I'm like, hey, is the rate going to be at the 3.99 fixed? So the answer is it depends. If the property is going to close, like basically,
Before the end of
before
July.
June or like, then it's possible to get that 3.99% rate. But if that property is closing in our case in August, they cannot. Because now we're at May, right? So 5,
Yeah, we are.
6, 7, right? 8, like 4 months away. So what does that mean? That means that they cannot lock that rate down. That makes sense?
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're going to buy a brand new home, like the best time to buy is when you're ready to move in within 30 days. But if you're buying from Richmond American Homes, oh my gosh, Gracie has told me that Richmond anticipates you to close a loan in 25 days.
Wow.
To get the rate. And Richmond has rates as low as, again, 3.99 fixed. Century also. I mean, Pete, like.
So that's also what. So Richmond, you said that's also like a Woodside.
Right, Richmond / Woodside. Okay. Pete, have you noticed something? You travel a lot, Pete, right?
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay, so like when you're on the, I don't know, let's say you're flying Southwest, and you look at the Southwest rates, then you're like, oh, let me jump to Delta and see the Delta rates, and then you come back on again, and then you look at the whatever the rate is. Have you noticed that the rates keep going up?
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that.
Okay, so it's basically like it's all about the rates, right? Because you're like, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna fly Delta or Hawaii, whatever. And then you're like, okay, let me come back. And when you come back, you're like, man, I wish I bought that. I wish I bought that ticket because that ticket was cheaper the first time I checked it, but you weren't ready, right?
Hey, you're gonna have deja vu with this. I just pulled that for you for Delta and Southwest Airlines to go to EXPCon in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So okay, it's the same thing when you're buying a house, but you're buying a brand new house, right, Pete?
Yeah.
So you're like, oh my God. But the thing is, when you like on that first shot and you're like, okay, what? You want me close in 30 days? And you're like, wow, that's so hard. I'm not ready yet, right? And you're like, oh, but you know what? I might be ready in August, But guess what? You're not going to get that deal in August.
Yeah.
So it's all about that time crunch with the builder because the builder is on the clock. They're like, we got to close. You know that Alice in Wonderland and that the bunny with the clock, right? He's running away with that clock and he's like, I gotta go. That's the builder. It doesn't matter whoever the builder is, but the builder is like, let's close. And they always want to close because you know what? They're not in the business to hold the homes. They're in the business. Right, they're in the business to sell those homes.
Yeah, they don't want to keep the HVAC and AC unit running all through the summer.
You're right.
Empty home, yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's called the holding costs. They gotta send cleaners, they're gonna like all these things. And also on top of that, they also have to pay the mortgage. These builders, they don't, believe me, they have a big mortgage. Why do you think LAR Homes is selling their model homes right now?
Wow.
Yeah, like they have this gorgeous model home in Summerlin that has a huge yard, like gorgeous huge yard with a pool. It's over $1 million. It's like I think they are listing it for 1.4 or something like that, and their base price is like 900,000. But anyway, LAR wants to cash these out. They want to
Georgie,
make
she
the
still has
payments.
like 300 plus of these, right?
So yeah, Lennar literally is end of the month. They're hitting their target. They have like 300 properties they
Yeah.
gotta sell. So I mean, if you're looking at any Lennar home, call Pete.
I'm gonna try
Call me.
the Kano right here because they lowered price again. This Benjamin
Mhm.
Next Gen's under 800,000.
Their next gens are definitely amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't beat it where it's already built and you're ready to close. So every time that you think of a new home, just think of you buying airline tickets.
Makes sense.
Yeah. When you're not ready, the price is the best. When you are ready and you're like, oh, I need 6 more months, oh, you're going to pay. That's how I see it, Pete. That's just how I see it.
Makes
Because,
sense. Yeah.
I see this every single day. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because when you're ready, it's like they're about to close out the community or
Right. And you're paying the most when you're closing out. When you're closing out a community, you're paying everybody's equity. Basically, it's like the most highest,
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, Pete, what is going on this coming weekend? What is it that, because you're a party Pete, so let's talk about
well
Memorial
Las
Day.
Vegas as a tourist destination is crazy because they have Cinco de Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a holiday that I don't even think the Latinos outside of the United States celebrate. Just Americans do. Latinos in the United States do. You go from that. Usually, there's a big boxing fight like Canelo Alvarez, and then you go to EDC, which just happened a few days ago. I'm still kind of recovering from the thing.
Right.
And I only went Saturday night. And then you go from EDC to Memorial Day weekend, a little more family oriented type events.
Hey, how was your EDC? How was it?
Great. I only went one night. I ended up getting a free ticket from a client. We went out there. I enjoyed it. Stayed out till sunrise.
Hold on. What time did you go, Pete?
I left at like 7:30, got there at like 10.
How did you get there? Did you take an Uber?
I was an Uber, yeah.
Okay, and you're in the Southwest to Uber. Where did you go?
I went from the Strip, from Hilton near the MGM Grand.
Uh-huh.
Friend Leslie and I went from there all the way to getting dropped off at the Uber drop-off spot at the Speedway.
And how much did it cost you? Because you know what? I heard that Uber was double charging people.
Yeah, I believe it was like $90.
$90?
I think it was, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot, Pete.
And then even Sunday, they shut down more shuttles because of like a wind advisory. And
it was
some of those
so
trips,
windy.
it was so windy.
Super
Like it was
windy.
like 3.5 hour drive to get there.
What?
Yeah.
3.5
That's what I
hours?
heard.
No, that's crazy.
That's what I heard from some guests. They had to even shut down some stages just for the wind.
Yeah, I was wondering if their thing was flying. And the thing is, I saw the fireworks that they had, Pete.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It goes on for minutes. It goes on from 1:40 a.m. for like 10 minutes, I think.
Oh, wow.
Pretty spectacular, yeah. It's a
And
spectacle.
thank God it wasn't windy, huh?
Saturday wasn't windy. Sunday it kind of was, but then it died down. So people still enjoyed it, but you had to deal with a little bit of wind.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 500,000 people, they enjoy it. They're still in town too, but I guess
Is it 500,000 people?
Yeah, about 500,000, probably 500,000.
Wow, Party Pete knows his numbers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, let's talk about Memorial Day weekend. What are you going to do for Memorial Day weekend, Pete?
I'll probably be just doing most of the real estate business, still moving into that new Beezer.
Oh, yeah, you're still moving into the new Beezer. Oh,
I'll
man.
end up finding some barbecue in town. I got a few out-of-state clients that are coming in town. Some of them in the real estate business I'll probably meet up with.
So I just want to tell you that for Memorial Day weekend, it's really the best time to buy brand new homes.
Brand new homes.
And appliances.
Definitely
So I'm going to tell you one really, really good deal for a brand new home. So one of the builders has a $130,000 discount.
Wow.
$130,000 discount plus a 6% lender incentive, maximizing all the lenders that, that's maximizing all the lender contribution at, and the rate is between 3.99% to 4.99%, depending on owner occupancy. Obviously, if you're gonna move in, your rate's gonna be lower, right?
Yeah.
And it's a 5-bedroom house, 4.5 bathroom with a 3-car garage.
4.5.
So it is in the southwest location. So
Wow.
Pete, yeah, I mean, like, I know that builders usually don't slash pricing like that, but this is going to be the Memorial Day weekend.
Sounds like Lennar.
It is not Lennar.
Lennar?
No, you're very close, but it's not Lennar.
It's Richmond, man.
It's not Richmond.
No,
okay, I'm gonna keep going.
It's DR Horton.
It's not DR Horton.
I don't need 4.5 bath. I thought that was immediately Consenza or something. Jeez.
No. Good guesses. Okay.
Could be Century.
It's not Century. Oh my God, Pete.
Yeah, I'm giving up. Or what is it?
Anybody wants to know the deal? Give me and Pete a call. It is. Okay, I'm not telling you guys. You guys got to call us.
Don't tell them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next thing is Best Buy. You need appliances? Okay. It says Memorial Day weekend, right? You're going to get appliances, mattress, furniture, patio items, tools, like all these things. Okay, Best Buy, they have a 45% off of their major appliances with free delivery from May 14th, we started already, all the way to June 3rd. So it's good for washer, dryer, fridge, dishwasher, ranges, appliance package. I gotta go check out a range. Wow. Home Depot has a Memorial Day sale starting now to May 27th. And they're going to give you discounts on appliances, grills, patio furniture, tools, flooring, paint, bathroom vanities, and storage. And Lowe's is also doing a sale, which is they have major appliances, washer, dryer, grills, patio furniture, lawnmower, tools, and garden items. And it ends May 27th. Costco is also having a sale. Yeah. So basically, I mean, like, now's the time to buy your appliances, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And how about cars? You want to hear about cars? What's the deal in cars?
Let's hear. Didn't you say Ford had something?
Yeah. So Ford has a F-150 on their promotion. Basically, as long they're going to give you employee pricing plus incentive, including examples of over $10,000 off MSRP.
Wow.
That's good, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Carfax. They're saying that Memorial Day, example, Chevrolet financing as low as 0% APR. What the hell? I think I need to go buy a new car. Honda is starting at 0.99% APR.
Is that Carfax?
Yeah, Carfax is saying that. And then Hyundai or Hyundai, how do you say that? Hyundai is as low as 0% APR. Toyota leases are starting from $199 a month and financing as low as 0% APR. And what else? Let's see. They're all going to end June 1st. Wow. I think we should go check out some new cars, Pete.
Yeah. I'm texting a friend right now about that.
0%? I mean, you can't beat 0%. Last time 0% for cars was during COVID, and I felt like a dum-dum not checking it out. No, because I mean, like, how can you get 0%? It's crazy. It's like borrowing free money. Pete, if it was 0% on houses, I'm gonna go sign up as as many houses that I can buy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I know you were texting me saying, "Hey, I'm selling my house in Florida. I'm ready to buy again."
Yeah, go get me an off-market deal. I'm going to close that thing in a couple weeks.
Pete, I have some off-market deals coming up. The last one that I bought was about 1,800 square foot, and we closed at about 320. Yeah, a really, really good deal. So I'm definitely gonna share my off-market deals going forward. So you guys gotta watch our show. But
nice, yeah.
We're good. We're at 6:31. Our time's up, right?
Yep.
If you guys have any ugly homes, like messy homes, we will take care of those and we will get it sold. Those are basically like, I have cash investors lined up to buy this kind of stuff. And P is at the top of the list.
That's right. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also getting Carlos. He's wanting to start searching those out, those off-market.
Yeah, it's tough to find off-market deals, seriously.
Yeah,
but
it is.
Sometimes, you know what? Our brokerage, we have a off-market site.
The Zen list.
That's right, the Zen list. And today we were looking on Zen list, and we had some listings that are off-market. So if you have clients, Pete, that are looking for off-market properties, like, it's a good resource, because not everybody has access to those.
Yeah, a couple of them are in the Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's an 89148 here for 525.
Mm-hmm.
I know Daniel Stewart has a broker open at 1 tomorrow. It's listed at 1.5 million. And
right.
Our managing broker, Paul May, has one in Summerlin. Yeah.
Yep. So we have access to off-market properties before it hits the market, or sometimes there's some certain situations where people don't want to put their properties on market, but we have a way that we actually still publish them internally.
Market to our database, our people.
Right. So thank you for watching our show.
Thanks for watching, guys.
I'll see you guys next Tuesday at
5:30 p.m.
That's right. Bye, guys.
Bye.